Hey guys! Welcome back to my channel and welcome to the 5th player update video for the Minecraft Hardcore Challenge for October 2017. Once again, in case you're unfamiliar with MHC, I will leave a link in the description box below which has all of the rules, regulations, and current players. I will also leave a link to each player's channel so you can check out their videos for yourself. We're officially over halfway through the challenge, so let's check in and see how everyone is doing with the theme of doing cool things with igloos. First up, going in alphabetical order again this week, is Bakerbelle Games. She dove right in at the start of her episode by continuing to smelt glass and iron, then heading outside to clean up some leftover mobs. She then collected some dirt and started work on the base of the snow globe. She built the interior out of dirt, then framed it with polished granite. As night fell, she went out to collect some spruce wood, battle mobs, and hunt skellies. Next up, we have Captain Hook 5150. He started off by continuing to expand his skylight in order to encourage his villagers to breed. He then took a trip outside to gather up some wood and snow, then headed to the basement to smelt up some iron and glass. He spent some time exploring the nearby caves, grabbing some resources and fighting off the cave's denizens along the way. He finished up his day by climbing upstairs to greet the dawn and adding more glass to his skylight. The Dadcraft 73 and Pigglesworth Dream Team decided to take the plunge into the nether this episode, but first they sorted through their inventories to leave any non-essentials behind. They checked out the area around their nether spawn, finding not only netherrack, quartz, and the glowstone that they were after, but also some red mushrooms and magma blocks. They returned to base and started putting together materials for their build, then finished the night by making some delicious mushroom stew. Next, we have DJPaultjeD. He began down in the caves near the ravine where he left off last episode. He lit things up a bit while he explored, gathering up more resources as he went. Unfortunately, a momentary distraction due to looking into his inventory proved fatal as a creeper snuck up on him and blew him into smithereens. DragnFeathers is back in the challenge with another 2 episodes. She started off her episode 4 by searching for red mushrooms, gathering snow layers, and tending to her wheat farm. She started construction on her snow fort, all the while keeping an eye out for mushrooms. She didn't spot any red mushrooms, but she did find plenty of brown ones, and some pumpkins. As night fell, she headed down into the basement to begin mining and smelting up the iron she had already gathered. She spent the rest of the night exploring, knocking zombies around, and gathering resources. In her episode 5, she headed back to her base to start smelting up some iron and crafting some armor and an axe. She then continued construction on her snow fort, securing it with some high walls and a fence gate. She then created 2 snow golem friends, Gilbert and Wilbert, and started making some windows in order to see out. As the sun set, she climbed back into the basement to start mining again, but an unfortunate lag spike plus an enormous zombie horde spelled the end of her run. Our next player is Grandma's Gone Gaming. She started out by letting her villagers out into the yard to get some fresh air. She checked on her wheat farm and encouraged some crops to grow with bone meal, then planted her potato. She did some inventory management and moved some furniture around, then worked on improving her igloo by terraforming outside, leveling out the floors, and adding doors. She then dug out the snow blocks above her farm, hoping to make the wheat grow faster. She then finished out her episode by making some iron armor and tools while listening to the zombies outside burn. Honeysuckle is our next player. She got right to work, heading upstairs from the mine and cleaning out her inventory, then smelting up some iron and checking out doors for leftover mobs. She then continued construction on her farm igloo, getting a roof with a glass skylight on it and cleaning up the cobblestone scaffolding. She then built a doorway into the other igloo and connected the 2 via a snow tunnel. She went down into the basement to plant another cactus, then dove back into the mine to pass the rest of the night mining and, as the sun rose, creating some diamond tools and armor. Then we have JavaDad. He began by tending to his wheat farm, harvesting the crops that had grown and expanding it even further. He then jumped back over to working on his iron farm, setting up more doors and another, higher platform before running out to collect some sand and get it smelting. He then filled the uppermost platform with flowing water to act as a conveyor system and placed some torches around to light things up. He ended his day back where he began, at his wheat farm, to gather up what had grown and talk about his plans for the next episode. And our final player in the update today is Wandering Nerd. He started his episode by continuing construction on his igloo, first constructing a frame and then creating an infinite water source so that he could freeze buckets of water in the frame to create a window made of ice. He then took advantage of all the freshly fallen snow to gather some up for building. He continued raising the walls and making windows through the night, defending against the occasional zombie neighbor that wandered in. And that is it for the episode 5 player update. If I missed you, mispronounced your name, or got anything else wrong, please let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.